Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Adult Coloring with ILene Vick, and this is the continuation video of the one that I just did coloring this bird. I'm going to show you a couple more ideas on working with this, and I hope everybody enjoyed the first one. Go ahead and be sure to send me your comments and your feedback. All right, and don't forget to subscribe. All right. So this is what we had last time. I have been going through with my blender pencil and hitting all those little white areas that I, see pop up because they just bug me to death. You may not notice them, but I do. And I just want this piece to look really nice for you. So I go through and I try to fix it. Here we go. All right. I think we got it for now. All right. So one of the last things that I discussed in my last video was the idea of adding black to the tips of the wings, or feathers. So I am going to go ahead and do that because I think it's going to look really good. So let me get my scrap piece of paper and make sure that my point's working okay. This is my Sharpie. Just standard, it's the ultra fine point. Love it. All right, so wait till you see how this looks. I think you're gonna like it. So, let me zoom you in. All right, so using very, very little, you wanna make a very tiny black line just at the tips of the feathers. And it looks kind of yucky right now because you're like super close, but wait until you see it. Let me look at something real quick here. And if you feel like that your black is getting a little bit lost, like I do here, you can just go over it again. This red is a dark color and it's making the black look like a funny gray. Okay. Now I'm making a very quick U because I don't want it to soak in or be too thick. And as you notice, on a couple of these, I'm adding a little center line. Don't have to do it to all of them. Don't have to do it to one of them if you don't want. Just giving you the idea. Oh, this looks so good. I think I got up, no? Okay. I think I got oh, missed one there too. All right. So now I'm going to come down here And the trick too is be sure that you don't get your hand in your marker, because remember, you're putting it on top of, all my pencils are, well, they're oil based, but you gotta let it dry, otherwise you're gonna get a nasty smear. It's gonna be very hard to get out. And take your time, don't go super fast. And notice how I'm just doing it half on just the half ones there. Oh, that looks so neat. Oh, missed one here, by the way, last time in the video. There we go. Okay, so let me just check and make sure. Got a white spot right there. Yeah. Okay, let me pull you out and show you how it looks now. I love it. I think it looks great. By the way, a little trick that I want to pass along. If you're using marker on top of your pencil, you know how sometimes it starts to not work because of the pencil getting onto the marker. So all you need to do is take your paper towel and just drag your marker across it a little bit, and it'll suck out and clean out the orifice on the marker. All right. I'm thinking that looks really good. I'm going to carry that up just a little bit. So notice how the simple addition of the black, both on the tips of the feathers, right, on the bottom that I showed you in the last video, and then on the curved portion here of the feathers, and then on the areas up here, just makes that pop for you. So I wanted to show that to you. And by the way, when I did the beak the last time, you guys didn't tell me. I forgot to do the bottom half. So I'm going to do that real quick now. There we go. Now he's got a full beak. So I'm not going to do anything more on him right now, on the face or on the head. I mean, right now I'm thinking of doing bright yellow. I may do that. Let me see. Let's see if I still got my yellow. By the way, and I've shown you this on another video, this is what I called my work in progress jar. And what I do is any pencil that I'm using for a particular project, I put it in there, and then that way I've got it saved for that particular project. So if that helps you, great. All right, let me sharpen this yellow. For some reason, I'm just seeing a bright yellow there. Let me sharpen my pencils. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that yellow in. Let me just check something real quick. Bear with me. Yeah, I'm just seeing that as being yellow. I mean, green would look great, orange would look great, but for me right now, yellow. Now, just as a little trick here, I'm going to take orange and I'm going to put that right along the edge by the beak. Look how pretty that is. And then blend that in. Okay. And, whoop, dropped my brush. And if for some reason you don't like the color that you put on that you want to temper it down, then just go back over it with your original color. Now, I like it, but I just wanted to show you. There you go, see? Works great. Okay. All right, so the next area that I wanted to show you that I'm going to work on while I'm deciding what I'm going to do with the rest of this bird is I'm going to work on these little, they look like bread loaves to me. They're part of the design, of course. Let me erase this because this is bugging the heck out of me too. There we go. Oh, and another correction that I decided that I'm going to make. Let me find my pencil here. This is my red on the bird. I am still not thrilled with how straight across that looks. So, oh my gosh, I'm gonna spit nails in a minute. It's another guanghao that's breaking on me. Give me a moment. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to work this red down. I just do not like how I abruptly ended it, and my apologies. And that's easily fixed with a little patience. Oh, that's much better. Okay, so that's fixed now. I like that lots better. Okay. I just have to sharpen my pencil back again before I put it back in my WIP jar. I don't like to put in broken pencils. defeats the purpose. Okay, so let me brush here and brush that. Okay, so now I'm going to do these areas here, what look like little bread loaves to me. And I've got 3 different colors here. I've got a gray, it's a Prismacolor number 1063, which is a cool gray. Now again, you can pick out other ones, you don't have to get the exact. I've got the Guanghao 119 brown, hopefully it won't keep breaking on me like my other pencils have been. I'm gonna throw all my Guanghao out. And here are my, here's my Faber-Castell, which is a green yellowish. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and start coloring in these longer areas. Now, here's where you need to make a decision. I want the bird to stand out. I want the young lady to stand out. So right now, my thought is I want these backgrounds to be in the background, more in the background. Now, that may change as I go along. I've just got to see how the colors start to fall together. But at the moment, the bird is my brightest piece. So let me start on one of these. And I want to show you how I'm getting a really nice 3D effect with it. Dimensional. So, you know, I've always told you just start out very light, right? Okay, and then I'm going to darken in the area on the outside here. And then I'm going to gently blend it into the center. Now, you know, some of my pieces I literally outlined, like on my Chinese lady. I did some outlining versus the blending. All right. So I'm gonna get my blending pencil. And this is where you can blend in that harsher outline. Now, I want to gently come in, I'm going to come in a little bit and then gently darken. What have I told you? Always let the pencil do the work. Don't work it with too much pressure. It'll get there, I promise. Now I'm going towards the outside again, pressing firmly. Probably about a 7 or an 8. use my little eraser because I got on the outside. There we go. And then I'm going to take my eraser and gently down the center, I'm going to lighten the center. And I've got my eraser at a slant so that it just does the edge, which gives me a narrow center line. There we go. And then if you need to make any corrections, you can. There you go. And then I'm going to erase around the outside just to clean that up. All right. So let's do another one. Now, if you want to, and again, very light touch, if you want to, if it makes it easier for you, lay your color down initially. And let me get you a little closer here. Excuse me while I adjust. And then blend, okay. And use your brush, and then go ahead and using a heavy hand, an 8 or a 9, go on the very, very edge, rotating your pencil as you pick it up. Keeps your point sharp, which is important in this step. See how neat that already looks? And then just come on the inside of that line that you just colored with less pressure. And see, you can even see that center starting to pop up because of the way I'm doing these edges. And then if you like, on this one I almost don't need to do it, is just go ahead and grab your eraser, angle it to the side, and pull out whatever center you want to pull out. There you go. And if that's not 3D enough for you, 2D, I always get those mixed up. I'm a dummy. Okay, go ahead and re-emphasize your edges. Now, in the close-up view that you're in, it may look really icky, but when you pull away, there you go. Look how nice that looks. See? All right, so now I'm going to change colors to the brown, sharpen my pencil. And I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, looks like I got a little bit of a smudge here. Don't know how I picked that up, but I did. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing, but now I'm going to do this in a light brown. So we do our light color first, right? And go ahead and blend that. And unfortunately my pencil had a little blue on it. My mistake, or my blender, because I didn't clean it. Sorry. And now I'm going to make sure I have a really good point on my pencil. Pressing very firmly, 9, 10. I'm going to do my outside. Then I'm going to lighten up and work in a little bit, probably to about a 5 pressure. And then I'm going to take my eraser and with it on its side, excuse me for reaching, I'm going to go ahead and get that highlight in there. Easy peasy. I'm going to brush it. There you go. And let me now do the same with the gray. So I'm going to do this in green, gold, and gray. And I'm going to go ahead and do both of them because I want both gray. Now, one thing I want you to notice, and I started to do this, is when I did the gold, I started to outline the gold at the back here. Don't do that because it's going off the page. So you want that completely open. Make sure that your points are super sharp. Make sure your blending pencil is clean. And by the way, on my blending pencil, a lot of times I just stick it in my power eraser. Okay, and now I'm going to do my outline. And the neat thing is when you bring in your darker shade inward, you know, not with the pressure on the outside, you can kind of do it over the whole thing, because remember, you're going to erase out the center. So it doesn't matter if you come towards the center with it. Okay, so let's go ahead now and making sure your eraser tip is clean. Make sure, and we whiten that. Now, another little trick that I did, if you're following my videos, you saw on my Japan coloring that I had that really nifty 3D effect. And let's see, excuse my arm. And I gotta bump my camera a little bit because I'm getting low battery, so excuse me if that happens, if it wiggles. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Okay, let me find the pencil that I want. Let's see here. Okay, that'll work. I'm using a white pencil, okay? And what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to, in the very, very center, is hit that with the white. And I'm not gonna put a lot on there. But that really will make it bounce. And I did this, like I said, with my other video with those red letters for Japan. Look how that pops. There you go. Okay. So let me pull out. And now you can see the result of, I have to come out a little further, I guess. Hold on. You can see the result of putting the black on the feathers. There we go. And then you can also see the result of doing the little, what I call loaves of bread. So I am real happy with that. Let me pull my scrap piece up. Here, there's my scrap. And you can see how it looks there. And you know, you don't have to use the brown and the gray and the green. You could use colors from the bird if you want. Whatever you want to do, it's yours. But this is what I happen to be using because I want the quieter background. So yeah, I am a happy camper with that. Okay, that's it for now. And as I continue with this, I'll go ahead and do a video around it. Be sure to send me your comments. Tell me how you like it. Or don't like it. Let me know. All right, guys. ILene Vick for Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.